Hello students, today we are going to start chapter number 3, Diversity in Living Things and their Classification. So here is first point, first heading, Diversity in Plants. Various types of plants are found in many places around us, like some plants like grass are short, while others are tall and have a canopy. Some plants grow underwater, while some other float on water. We find that some plants grows even in deserts. Moreover, we find that there is a lot of variety in the same type of plant. For example, there are different varieties of rice or wheat, different types of roses and mangoes of different flavor. Some plants grows even without stem, leaves or roots. These are very different from ordinary plants. So let us study this diversity among plants. So here we can see that there are three types of plant: autotrophic, heterotrophic and insectivorous. Plants make their own food in sunlight. Such plants are called autotrophic plants. For example, the hibiscus, pomegranates, periwinkle, etc. Some plants like funguses, loranthus, dodar use other plants for food and are said to be heterotrophic. Plants like the pitcher plant even consume insect, they are insectivorous. So these are the different type of plants. Now the structure of a plant. Plant structure can generally be divided into two parts: the stem, which grows above the ground, and the root, which grows below the ground, as we can see in the diagram. The root, stem and leaves are the main part of plant. Which parts? The root, stem and leaves. For time to time, plants bear flowers for reproductions and flowers are transformed into fruit. Fruits have seed and seeds gives to new plants. What's going on from time to time? Plants bear flowers for reproduction and then flowers are transformed into fruit. Fruit have seeds and seed gives rise to new plant. Is that clear? So the first point, the flower. This is the most attractive part of a plant. It is connected to the stem by stalk, which may be long as or short. A flower has a typically color and shape. The flower is an important means of reproduction. Flower is used for reproduction. So the second number is the stem. The height, shape and size of a plant depends upon the stem. The stem carries out the function of production, conduction and storage of food. All these functions conducted by the stem. In some plant, it has the function of reproduction. It gives support to other parts of the plant. It is also gives support to other part of the plant. So these are the functions of the stem. Now we will talk about the leaf. The leaf is flat. It plays an important role in the production of food. Leaves are mainly of two types: simple and the compound leaves. Here we can see the example: simple leaves, for example hibiscus, while compound leaves like roses. Okay, so this is the difference between simple and compound leaves. And what is the function of leaf? To produce food for plant. Now the next heading, the fruit. Fruits have different shapes. Fruit contains one or more seeds. The pods of beans and peas are actually fruit. Okay. So there are different shapes of fruit and it contains one or more sheets. The pods of beans and pies are actually fruit. Now next one is the root. Roots hold the soil firmly and anchor the plant. The main functions of the root are to absorb and transport water and nutrients from the soil. The roots of carrot, radish also store food. There are two types of root. The first one is taproot. The example of taproots are hibiscus and banyan. While fibrous root, for the example of fibrous root, there are onion and grass. So these are the structure of a plant. It consists the flower, the stem, the root, leaves and fruit. Okay, is that clear? Now, need for classification of plant. Up to now, information about legs of plants have been collected. While studying the diversity in plants, they are classified for the sake of convenience of on the basis of the similarities and differences in their structure, their organs and their other characteristics. Like the scientist Corollas Linnaeus made the first scientific classification of plant. Initially it was his method of classification that was used by all. So there is an observe and discuss. Take a round through a garden or in your surrounding and list a plant that you see. Draw their picture as well and draw a table as shown below and complete it on the basis of the information you gather. So there are name of plants, then where does the plant occur and grow, nature of the stem, height, branches, leaves, flowers, nature of the fruits and uses. Like in the nature of the stem there are circumference, color, bark, hard and soft, while on the basis of height it can be short, medium, very tall, etc. And branches like nature, number. And in the leaves there can be differences by color, shape, edges. For flower there differences by color, fragrance and shape. Nature of the fruit, color, shape, hardness or softness, and the uses, which part is used. So collect the information of plants and give all these details. Now the next point is classification of plants. In the classification of plants, we can easily notice the differences in the shape and height of the plant in our surrounding. It is easy to classify the plants on the basis of their observe. Plants are classified in 4 types like tree, shrub, herbs and vines. So all these part we will classify in the next lecture. So if you understand this lecture, then write in the comment box and share this video with your friends and also subscribe the channel. Thank you.